Hello everyone. So in the previous session we have discussed regarding the future of rural entrepreneurship, and in this session we will discuss the roles and responsibilities of certain institutions that can help to brighten up the future of rural entrepreneurship by imparting rural growth and development. So let's start. Parastatals. Parastatals are those institutions which are partly owned by government. National Rural Livelihood Mission, which is a central government program, and in the year 2016 it was relaunched with a new name, Pandit Din Dayal Antodaya Yojana. It is a poverty alleviation program, and under this program self-help groups of women are being created by mobilizing those rural women. Later they are given various facilities like vocational training are being imparted on them so that they can start some livelihood activities through entrepreneurship. They are provided facilities of credit linkage, market linkage and other institutional frameworks. Although it is a central government program, but every state has its own subsidiary with a different name. States like Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan are greatly implementing this program and they are getting great results from this program. Women are getting empowered, poverty is being reduced because it is basically a poverty alleviation program, and also its primary focus is to empower rural women, married rural women, to bring gender equality, because women are the 50% of our population, including rural areas, and by including them in economic activities, we are not only empowering them but also improving our economy. Unfortunately, there are certain states which are not doing as good as a few states in this program, but nothing to worry. We have other institutions like civil societies in which there is NGOs, and many NGOs are doing the same thing. They are also creating self-help groups of rural women by mobilizing them, by giving them various facilities of credit linkage, market linkage, by giving them ideas of various activities so that they can create something of their own, so that they can take care of their family, because not only economic benefits are given to them, social benefits are also given to them, so that they can take care of their children's future as well. So in this way, these parastatals and NGO are doing great at grassroots level. NGOs are very much close with rural communities. They become very much well acquainted with rural communities, and rural communities also rely a lot on this grassroots level NGOs. Public-private partnership model is also a great initiative for rural growth and development. There are many programs under this model for the emancipation of rural areas, and in one of our sessions we have discussed that entrepreneurs can create room for public-private partnership. Everyone has their limitations, so as government has its own limitations, government can't do everything alone, that too in a developing country like India, which has huge population. We are the second largest populated country in the world, so that's why our government has many limitations. It can't do everything all alone. It do need help from various private parties, and that's why such models exist, that is public-private partnership model. And many corporate giants are also doing their best to for the emancipation of rural areas, and that is through CSR, corporate social responsibilities. We do have a session that will focus on CSR in a very specific manner. So even there are many programs by various corporate giants. Under that program, they adopt certain villages and they take care of all the aspects of those villages. They take care of education of children. They take care of livelihood activities. They take care of gender empowerment, And in this way, all these institutions have a great role to play for bringing growth and development in rural areas. And when a certain region has all sorts of development, including educational development, social development, infrastructure development, then all sorts of development creates a great ambience for entrepreneurship. So that's why development can be a base for a good entrepreneurship ambience. So in this session, we have discussed the roles and responsibilities of parastatals, civil societies, public-private partnership model, and corporate giants in bringing growth and development in rural areas, and how those growth and development also affects the entrepreneurship ambience. SHG is also a way to create the zeal of an entrepreneur among rural women. So that's all for this session, my dear friends. We'll meet in the next session. Thank you. Take care.